Hello my friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm excited to be putting together this beautiful shimmering pink makeup look for you guys. This look is feminine, it's soft, it's pretty, it's glamorous, and you guys loved it. So if you had a chance to check out my vlog where I went shopping at Hermes and did some unboxings, I'll make sure to leave a link down here. One of my friends, Emily, said she wanted a full tutorial on the look. So this is a full tutorial on the makeup. Now the hair, which is the same way I did it, is actually gonna be coming soon. I promised you guys a full review of my Dyson Airwrap, and I'm at the point where I'm ready to make the review, and so I just need about a week so I can use each different attachment a different day just to show you guys really quickly how they each work and how they look. So stay tuned for the hair tutorial that is coming, but this is the makeup tutorial. So let's dive in. Okay, so I'm gonna be starting off with my Benefit Porefessional Hydrating Primer. Really like this one. I just put a little bit on my finger, and then using my fingers, I rub it in all over my face. And I love to just really rub it in. I find that doing that just helps it. There we go. So next up, I'm using my well-loved It Cosmetics CC cream. Now this one is almost empty, so I do have a new one, but I'm trying to just get the last little bits out of this. Just get one more pump. That should be enough. Okay, I think this one is officially going in the empties pile, which coincidentally is the video I'm filming next. So I usually dot this around my face, and then lately I've been using just this little tiny Sephora brush. I'm just gonna rub it in. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna need a little more. So we're gonna do one more pump from the fresh one. It's not quite getting the coverage that I like with this. All right. And then with this brush, I just like to do kind of little tiny buffing circle motions. Now don't worry if it's not perfect yet, but that is the base we're gonna use. And now I'm gonna put some of my Benefit Bowing Concealer on my eyelids. Now I know this is not primer, but it works for me, so we're just gonna stick with it. Just tapping that in with my finger. So next what I like to do is my brows. So I'm just going in with Benefit Goof-proof. I do prefer Precisely my brow, but this was the one I had on hand. It doesn't really matter. I just like to fill in just that front little bit there, give it a little more definition, and then I just sort of bring it out to the tail as well. I don't really go too intense with my brows, as I'm sure you guys have noticed. So I'm just quick little good enough. So let's do the eyes. I think that's the real beauty in this look. So I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced The Natural Nudes palette. I'm going to start with this creamy shadow right here called Swan, and it's going to just go all over my lid, basically everywhere that the concealer went, and this is to just help set it and just give us that beautiful even canvas to work off of. Now, using one of my dome brushes, we're going to go in first with Petal, which is this lighter matte pink here. I'm just going to tap that off, put a little on, and we're going to start by just gently taking that all through the crease. We're going to concentrate a little bit extra on the side. Do the same on the other side. And then we're actually just going to, using that same brush, put it all over the lid. Just so we've got that pink base. Let's just wait, we're gonna make this just pop. Now we're gonna go into Warm Rose, which is the slightly more cool tone purple shade beside it. And this is where we're gonna really focus on building up to that crease. Just little circles, sort of windshield wiper motions, just filling in that natural point in our eyes. And we're gonna just take this big brush. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that, just wait. So now is time for bronzer. So I'm gonna be using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer and just using this MAC 140S brush. I just like to dab that in there and bring it just along my cheekbones. This is just that beautiful sun-kissed kind of look. And I find that this just really, on the nose, and here, it just really warms up the face. And then I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer. And this is just to give a little bit more contour, just right there. Not too much. Now for blush, we're going to be using Tarte Exposed, which is just an all-time favorite of mine. And I actually really enjoy using it with this tapered Sephora brush. This is their Pro Contour 79 brush. And I just like to really just load it up. And doing little tiny circles, starting on the apple of my cheek and just sort of dragging it back. And I love using that blush basically all the time as sort of a contouring blush. You know, it's like, it's just a really beautiful sculpting blush and I love it and I'm obsessed. For our highlighter, we're gonna go really gentle today. We're gonna go in with my well-loved Laura Mercier highlighter. I've had this for a long time. My goal is to use it up so I can buy it again. Just using that same blush brush and just sort of a gentle figure 8 motion. I think that this highlighter is beautiful on anyone, but especially beautiful, and we're also just gonna use it under our brow. Especially beautiful, I think, on more mature skin because it's not like a glittery Instagram-y highlight. It's really just a beautiful lit from within glow, and that is why I'm actually bringing this into our eyeshadow look today, just to provide that little pop underneath. Okay, so now here is where I think the look really takes off. We are going with a new to me product. This is only my 3rd time using it. It is Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. What's it called? Jewel Pot. So you definitely don't want to lose this little stopper, but this is what it looks like inside. Let's look at that. So beautiful. And I'm literally just gonna take my finger, rub it in there, make sure my finger is, as you can see, covered in product. And starting in the middle of my eyelid, I'm just gonna keep on going back. I'm gonna put it all over my lid. And then what I like to do is sort of blend it up gently into the crease. Just so that way it's just this beautiful wash of color. So let's, there's my husband making dinner. Do it again on the other side. Now this is really unique because it's not quite a cream, although it'd be easy to just say it's a cream shadow. Okay, so now we're gonna do our winged liner. Of course, I'm using my Tom Ford Eye Defining pen. And the way I do this, for those of you who haven't seen, I basically take this finger to pull my eye. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna do one thing first, so it's just not feeling set properly. So sometimes if it doesn't feel like your foundation is set properly, you wanna go with your setting powder. So I'm using this one by Givenchy and just using a big brush. This one's really neat because it has purple, green, blue. It has all these colors in it that just neutralize everything. So I'm just have this big brush and I'm just gonna tap it in here, but I'm also most importantly gonna tap it right here where that wing is going to go. And sometimes if I find there's a little bit of slip, I wanna do this before I do the winged liner. And I basically like to put this everywhere that my blush and bronzer isn't. So a little in here, around the nose. And this is like airbrush. This is like airbrush in a jar. It is so finely milled. It is so comfortable. It's called the Prism Libre. And this is in shade 1 Pastel. And so yeah, sometimes if it's feeling a little bit kind of still slippy or like your eyeliner would slip on it right here, that's when I put some of this on first. So now let's go back to our eyeliner. And I'm gonna just pull my eye tight, start in the middle of the lid. And then I just sort of gently flick that up. And then I do the inner bit of the eye. And then I just sort of bring it together, and if there's any parts that are sort of missing eyeliner, I just sort of stamp it on. So that's the first eye, and now we're gonna do it again. And then I'll sort of take a step back and say, is it even enough? If it's even enough, then I just finish it off. Now, the next step for eyeliner is I go in with my Marc Jacobs highliner in Blacker, and that is more of a gel, like, twist up pencil. And then I tight line just my upper lash. And then I double check just up here to see if there's any bits that aren't covered. And this, I think, is just such an important step for making your look feel finished. So again, we're gonna do that over here. And then I'm gonna go in with my mascara, and lately I've been using Charlotte Tilbury's Legendary Lashes 2. And so what I like to do with my mascara is I start really close to the root, and I wiggle, and then near the end I sort of flick it out. So it's like wiggle, 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 flick. Wiggle, 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 flick. And then I do that getting closer and closer to the inside. And that is my trick to just having voluminous, fanned out, full lashes. And on the bottom, I just sort of drag it through. So I'll get a little closer so you can see the difference. And then we're gonna do that again. So just wiggle, 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 roll and flick. And then sometimes I'll sort of blink it through. We're almost done. For our lip liner, I'm going to be taking Pillow Talk, again by Charlotte Tilbury, and lining my lips just on the outside, sticking to their natural line. And on the top, I like to make an X. And then I drag it there to see a little more dimension. And then lately I've been loving my Bobbi brown, it's called Rouge Crushed Liquid Lipstick. It says Rouge on the back. And this is in the shade Juicy Date. A really nice thick applicator. Let me show that to you guys. And then I just place it in the middle of my lip. And I just love that sort of juicy, peachy pink. Well, that is the look. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I feel so pretty. It's shimmering and pink and feminine and glamorous. And if I was going to a big holiday party with all my friends and family this Christmas, this is a look I would love to wear, or even for New Year's. But not that I'm a gambling kind of girl, but if you live in Toronto in the GTA, I don't think we're having holiday parties this year. But that's okay. All December long, it's going to be a holiday party here on my channel. I've already started to decorate in the background. You can see I've got the cutest little nutcracker. But I am really thinking about how I'm going to decorate the space a little bit, make it a little holiday glam. And I am going to be doing a video every single day in December, which I've committed to in several videos, and I'm already kind of terrified for because that is a lot of content, but I'm gonna do it, so wish me luck. And by every day in December, I think I mean like every day up till Christmas. Don't hold me to it. Anyways, I hope you guys love this look as much as I do, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah.